Okay, so I decided to take a break from social media, but I'm just going to post this video and then leave it and hopefully engage with you all and start some really positive dialogue about what I'm going to talk about very briefly, because I have to get this off my chest. So if we're looking at conversations around inclusion and diversity, we're ultimately speaking about whether or not somebody feels safe in the workplace. I'm talking about this in the employment context. And we refer to psychological safety being about feeling that we belong. Now, for many members of the LGBTQ plus community, safety also encompasses our bodies and the spaces that we move through. Now, if you've been paying attention, and it's very difficult to right now, and I appreciate that, but in the last week alone, physical violence, abuse, discrimination, and censorship have all been at the forefront of news in the LGBTQ plus community. That's included the murder of nursing assistant Samuel Lewis by a group of heterosexual men outside a gay nightclub in Spain, just for being who he wants to be. The death of Lexo Lashkevara following injuries that he suffered whilst covering the anti-LGBT protests in Georgia. Homophobic graffiti that's been painted over LGBT murals in Manchester. The attack on student Aidan Benson in Liverpool, who was out celebrating his graduation and was beaten up just because he called another man love. The deletion of LGBT WeChats accounts in China. And the worst one, which is the most scary one as well, maybe it's not the most scary, I don't know, the introduction of Hungarian anti-LGBT laws that are reminiscent of Section 28. You can tell how angry I'm getting this because I'm stumbling over my words. And that's just what we can see. Because I'm more than aware that the media are censoring stuff and are choosing what to report on. Take the murder of Samuel, for example, in Spain. I am yet to see, and please prove me wrong, that the BBC have actually reported on it. It's really easy to say that action is being taken, but the reality is very different. If you see somebody abusing, throwing hate speech, being discriminatory towards somebody that identifies with the LGBTQ plus / queer community, report it. I'm fed up of reading shit about things that are happening to people that don't deserve it.